The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Murray now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over. They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing is...
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward. They kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On the sneak, Rodgers. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Jets at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's out of bounds inside the 35. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. What a spin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. Gets past one man. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! David Njoku. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline good with a PAT. And it makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football. Full half to be played. And a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll roll him out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Murray now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
So Ryan connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Waste of time.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now Murray off play action. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wilson going to try the right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, Murray. He completes it to Wilson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hall again on 2nd down. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Channing Tindall in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Thomas Morstead now. as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll work down inside the 45. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He is going to find Hill here. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Carter, and he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Man, 222 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They were a little bit slow with that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Hall again. Dancing away at the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Murray's throw is taken in by Waddle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Murray now. He's going to air one out. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to...
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again with Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play fake. Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop it far behind the line of game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On the counter, it's Hall. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Hall again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Rodgers looking to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. As long as it comes to me on the court, who cares?